Hello everyone, welcome. This is a tutorial for the Bio 105 lab for exercise 2. Today we're going to be taking a look at the data you generated in exercise 2 for your quadrats. So what I have here is some class data, and what we want to do is generate a Simpsons diversity index for that data. On your Excel sheet that you will be given, you will also have these tabs. So here is where the class data is going to go in order to actually figure out the Simpsons diversity index. We talked about what that entails in the pre-lab tutorial. And then there is a sample calculation on just to show you what it should look like when you get to it. So let's go back to our raw data. Now, you are going to both have your raw data and you're going to have compiled data from your instructor. All right, so all we got to do is count up the number of trees of each species. All right, so we would add 15 and 24 and 12 and 4 and 13, and that would give us the number of red oaks. All right, so all we got to do is just, one more snap, and there it is. So now we've got our total number of trees, all right, our total abundance for each of our different species. So what we can do now is we can take this and we're going to, let me re-highlight it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to copy that. We're going to go over to our class calculation and we're going to put it in here. So one thing that's going to happen is we need to paste just the values. So we right click or command click and we go over to just the values, because I actually used a formula to figure those out. If they're just typed in, you can just do regular cut and paste. But now we see that we get our relative abundance. All right, it figures that out automatically. There's a problem, though, in that we can't do our usual, and lots of times you can take and just copy down with a formula. We can't do that in this case because of the way the formula is set up. It is B2 divided by B11. If you look down here, there's B11, right? That's our total. So we need to go in here and either write in each time what this one is, type in what this one is, and B11, or we can go back in now and just change each of these to B11. Okay, so remember, anytime we're talking about little n, it's the number of individuals. And so we need to figure out n1 minus 1, right? And since that is simply going to be our n, b2 times b2 minus 1, all right? In this case, we can just click on the corner of the cell until we get our little cross, and we can drag that down. Now that we have our n1 minus 1s, this will automatically, the formula will automatically sum up all of those n times n1, n minus 1s, and then it will also take our n, all right? So our n, our large n, is our total number that was counted, and the total number of individuals. And so we've got n times n minus 1, that goes here. Now that we have this number, it is simply just the sum of our n times n minus 1s, all right, divided by our big N times n minus 1. And that gives us, in this case, a Simpsons diversity index of 0.54. Now, that number is useful in that we could perhaps compare it to another plot. Or over time, if we keep going back every year and doing this over and over again, that diversity index could change, right? We could see it dropping, we could see it going up, depending on whether there's a problem or if the forest is doing well. Well, all right, that is what we would like you to do with your data. Thank you for listening. We'll see you in lab.